Welcome to the Trafford Head of the Bridgewater briefing video. The next few minutes will let you know what to expect, help keep you safe and give you a few tips for a faster time. Let's start with some overall points. The canal has a continuous towpath along one side which provides excellent access. If you find yourself in difficulties, always make your way to that side. The towpath side is edged with stone and is fairly even. For virtually all of the course you can navigate by keeping it a respectable distance from your stroke side, that's port blades. By contrast, the opposite side goes in and out, has shallow places and overhanging trees. You do well not to get too close to it. Over most of the course there is insufficient room for two crews to pass. If you are about to be passed, you must follow marshal instructions to stop and pull in out of the way. About 1 kilometre from the boathouse you'll come to the first of our bridges. If you're racing on the short course, then the start line is 50 metres or so before you get to it. Short course crews will be directed by marshals to row past the bridge and round the bend to the right. You'll then turn and pull into the towpath side. If you're rowing up to the long course, you'll be rowing past all the short course crews who will be pulled into the towpath side, waiting to start. There's plenty of room, but be careful and considerate if a few of them are still pulling in. If you're racing on the short course, the release marshal will hold you just before the bridge and then tell you when to go through. Negotiate the bridge itself with care, keeping a distance from the towpath, not the far side. Once you're through it, start winding up immediately. Once you've passed the start, it's a straight 1 kilometre to the finish. Now back to the long course. As you approach the marina, take note of the old crane on the side opposite the towpath. That's the start. It's narrower there too. Marshals will direct you to turn and pull into the towpath side. Some of the later crews to start will wait round the corner. Now for the start itself. The release marshal will tell you when you can go. The start line is at the crane, just after the last house, so time your wind up accordingly. Now you're hurtling towards the Manchester Road Bridge with its unforgiving concrete and sticking out towpath. It's on a bend too. Fast boats will be putting the rudder on a few moments before the bridge. Singles will pull on left as soon as they're under it. If you undercook it, you'll find yourself tangling with the launches belonging to our friends the Sea Cadets. Best not to do that. The canal narrows at this point and makes a slight bend to the left. Remember to steer by reference to the towpath, and as soon as you enter the narrows, put on a little rudder or pull on left. You're now about halfway through the race. Once through the narrows, the canal is straight and wide. Trafford Rowing Club crews cover the course at this kind of speed all the time, by the way. At this point the canal makes its last bend just where the moorings start, and then you need to line up for the bridge which comes immediately afterwards. The last 1,000 metres has markers on the towpath counting up in 250s, so you'll be able to judge your final push. And you've finished. Negotiate your way to the landing stage, get your boat off the water as quickly as possible and get some warm clothes on. Then you can head to Trafford Rowing Club's legendary food table and replace all that energy.